ladies and gentlemen. How you lot doing? I'm back, and today I'm gonna give you the best UK rap albums of 2019 so far. The best rap albums of 2019 so far. You know, the year hasn't finished yet, but so far we have some great albums that came out of the UK, and I'm gonna just give you my opinion of the UK rap scene right now, because I'm from the UK, I'm from London. You know, loving my scene at the moment. We're killing it. We have our own culture, our own style. You don't need to copy no one else. We got our own thing going on right now, and we're killing it right now in the UK. And we've got a lot of artists coming out of the UK, and I'm happy and so pleased, you know, that we got something of our own that we're doing, and we're making the most out of it. And I decided to do a little, you know, I decided to do this video. So the best rap albums of 2019 so far. The year hasn't finished yet. We got a couple of 4 months left of the year, so there's going to be more albums definitely going to be released until then. But at present time, the best rap albums of 2019 so far coming from the UK. So let's go. Yeah, so just to let you guys know, this ain't in any particular order, by the way. This is just random up the best albums that I think of that are come out of the UK so far, but it's not in any particular order. It's not from 1 to 5 or anything like that. Not top 5, not 10. Just my top 5 top albums of 2009 so far. So we don't know how many albums you're gonna get in this series. Just my favorite album that's come out of 2019 so far from the UK. So I gotta give it to Fredo, man. So Fredo, Third Avenue. I think that's a very good album from Fredo. I'm gonna go more in details in the album. Fredo, he came a long way. Coming from doing a lot of mixtape. You know, he's really doing his thing this year. And this year he released that album, Third Avenue, and you know, this is a very good album, I gotta say, from Fredo. So I want to go more into this now. So Fredo's managed to do this third album, yes or no? The project begins with Survival of the Fittest, a militant introduction that's captivating, but well and truly in the rapper's comfort zone. Unfortunately, the first half of the album doesn't really span beyond the sound stuff of the open track. If it is one thing Fredo excels at, it sounded imitating over a dark instrument, but these 6 or 7 pretty good tracks could have been condensed into 2 or 3 great ones, and made room for a wider variety of some matter and sound early on. So yeah, but this album altogether is very good, you know. I do like just the debut album, the debut album from Fredo, you know, Third Avenue. There's 15 tracks altogether from the album. You know, got Survival of the Fittest. You know, my favorite song from the album is definitely Third Avenue is one of my favorite. That's definitely one of my favorite albums. That song, just you can imagine in the summertime driving through the strip and just listening to the song. You got people smoking, everyone eating barbecue, people having a good time. Just love that song. That's my favorite song, Third Avenue. And I know Third Avenue. I know about the ends. I know about Third Avenue. I know people down there, not far from where I live. I know about Third Avenue. It's just, you know, it's good when people rap about when they grew up, you know, had the good times, you know. You don't have to always be about the bad times, but the good times as well. And that song reflect that, you know. Talking about his story of how he grew up, and the good and the bad, you know. That's how it was for him. But his album together, I think it's a great album together. The Third Avenue album is a good album. You know, you got songs like Survival of the Fittest, you got Money Maker, you got Pray For You, BMT. You know, you got Property Picking, All I Ever Wanted featuring Dave as well. That got into the charts, and they were in the charts as well. So yeah, man, that's definitely Dave's on there. That's one of the best albums that came out 2009 so far. I'll give it to Dave. The Fredo, that one, definitely. Dave, Psychodrama. This is one of my favorite album again from Dave. I listened to this album from start to finish. I listened to it over and over again. I gotta say, this is a masterpiece of an album from Dave. Debut album. Well, way to start your album. It's all good to start your album. Your first album off well, always. And this album here is a particular masterpiece. The production, the lyricism, everything about it, the features as well, their part as well. So, you know, I'm gonna go more into it now anyway. So Psychodrama is the Dave's debut studio album and follows the South London rapper's 22 Games Over EP. So the album's lead single, Black, was released on February 21st, 2019. On the same day, Dave officially announced the album through social media. The second single, Stratton, was released on March 8th, 2019, and both songs were released with a companion music video as well. Dave released the track list to the album on March 1st. The project also featured from Burna Boy, J House, and Royale. So this is a very good album together, you know. My favorite song of this gotta be Stratton. That's where Dave's from. He ripping dance around, you know. It's a great. I love the video as well, with all in the car, standing up, doing that kind of, you know, shot in the car, doing the driving. All it was wicked, man. The drifting, and you know, in the video, I love it. It's slick. Dave as well. He's an intellectual guy. He can spit deep lyrics as well. He's very for his age as well. When I saw him coming up, doing a lot of Link Up TV stuff, doing the freestyles back a couple of years ago when he was very young, I knew this guy's gonna make it because he's just talented. You see, he has some talent there, and he actually talks sense. He talks about the social issues, everything that's going around in our community, you know. So I gotta give it to Dave. This album, very good album put together. And there's 11 songs, tracks all together. I'm gonna run through some of them, not all again. You got the number 1, obviously Psycho. You got Strep, that's number 2. You got 5, featuring Burna Boy, Location. Number 6 is Disaster, featuring J Hust. So all together, it's a great album together, man. Definitely, it's one of my favorite albums of this year. Definitely. So that's Dave, Psycho Drama. Next on the list, Big Bad, from the man himself, Giggs. What can I say about Giggs, man? Giggs is a UK rap legend. He's been in it for over a decade. He's been doing bangers after bangers, album after albums. And what can I say? From Walking Apart to Landlord to now to this, Big Bad, the now masterpiece from the man himself. I can't say to this guy, Giggs is just too much, man. I love his lyricism. So this album now, it's a very good album from Giggs. It's 18 tracks all together. Very good song from album from Giggs. I gotta say, very good album. Put together everything. The promotion from the album, everything about it was good. Everything about it was so great, you know. So let me go more on the build of Big Bad. So the builds on the eye, Big Bad builds on the idea that he spent his career steadily ascending London layers. Promotion trailer for the album shows a giant Giggs. I remember this trailer where he's just the giant Giggs smashing through the Piccadilly Circuit, smashing down buildings, smashing all cars, vehicles, and tanks, and all sorts of that. I saw the layer for that. So the promotion trailer for the album showing Giggs. The giant Giggs towering over commercial city centre, smashing buildings, grabbing helicopters, etc. So the implication might be that Giggs now transcends the city that birthed him, dominating from a way up high. It's an attractive narrative. First single is what one next to the start, where the trailer finishes. Giggs leaves south of the river, shrinks down to a normal size outside of Peckham Library, and marks his grand return through a fierce gravelly bars. The song caps on the opening of a trio of hard body tracks alongside Great Collective, auto-tune powerhouse, Gashi, and Set It Off. The rest of the album ebbs and flows between this and trusted breed of electronic road rap, and Giggs continue attempt of forging a new forward-thinking vocal palette. So yeah, it's a very good album, and I love the features. The features from French Montana, Lil Yachty, Swiss Beats, The Owners, London, and Jadakiss themselves. So when you have people like UK artists doing features, all have features from America, like the Jadakiss and the Swiss Beats. This is how far the UK rap scene, not just Giggs, but how far the UK rap scene has gone, and it's gone into the right direction, you know. And they got lyrical genius like Giggs, Jadakiss on a Giggs track. Giggs being one of the UK best rappers, what are you gonna get? And I listened to that song, and that song's brilliant. You even have Swiss Beats shouting at Peckham. Who would have thought that, huh? Swiss Beats shouting at Peckham, you know? We've come a long way, and yeah, man. Now the Giggs never disappoint. He come a long way, and he's continuing doing what he's supposed to do. And man's in his 30s, still putting out bangers. He's doing better than some Mortgage guys who are in their 20s. You know, this guy hasn't faded. This guy hasn't passed his peak. He's still getting better. But album after album, he seems to be getting better and better. You know, so yeah. Next on the list is Mo Stack, Stacko from Mo Stack. Yeah, that's another great album. You know, he's come a long way from his singles and days, his freestyle days. You know, and from his High Street Kid mixtape from 2017. This guy's coming in now. Look, he's releasing his debut album, and again another gem debut album. You know, just guys keep doing it. The UK artists keep doing their thing, and Most Happy, to me, it's a great album. I listened to it over because the first time I listened to that album, I'm not too sure it's going to be great. I have to get into it. I kept listening to it. I said, yeah. At first, I didn't really feel the album. You know, I'm not too sure. I like some of the 1 and 2 singles, but all together, I think I weren't too sure. So I kept listening to it over and over again, and then I realized I love this album. I love this album. That's actually a good album. Sometimes it takes time for you to like a certain album. You know. Yeah, listen to it more than once or twice, you know. And yeah, this is a great album. The whole album together though, I'm feeling it. You know, I love Stinking Rich as well, featuring Dave and J House. You know, and you got a song Shine Girl featuring Stormzy. It's a great song, it's a great album. You never disappoint. The songs I wasn't feeling like the Girl Diary, I'm feeling that. The Wild, I wasn't really feeling that. But overall, I mean, it's one of the best albums of 2009 so far. And yeah. And he did his thing on his album, you know, from the production, producers, the feature artists, and himself. They all did what they're supposed to do, and that's why I put it on my list as one of the best albums of 2019 so far. So yeah, that's Stacko from Mo Stack. Next on the list is Utopia from M Huncho. Now, M Huncho, now he's a melodic king. He's just so smooth. He's a trap M rapper. But you know how the American trap rappers, you can't understand what they're saying. Me, I can understand what most stuff is saying. You can't understand what he's saying. He's very melodic, very good. I love his beats, and very autistic as well. Like authenticity. That's very unique, authentic. And very melodic as well. I love listening to his songs, man. He's very melodic. His beats as well. But I'm gonna get more into the actual album. Clocking in a 44-minute Huncho projects Utopia in 14 tracks, along as scenes the rapper's delivery in a smooth, melodic flow over several trap-inspired beats. Throughout the majority of Utopia, M. Huncho decided to go to the soul to prove his musical ability, but his stats also the scene that sees the artist endless. So you got guys like Young Bane and Nate Smalls, or featured on the album. Shana Bass and Park Hill, they're all featured on the album. My favorite song on the album is Tranquility, For Real, and Where's Wally, and Ocho Cinco. Those are my favorite songs from the album. The other songs are great, I love that, but those are my particular 4 favorite songs from the album. You know, it's so melodic and unique, not like the other UK rappers. It's different. You know, you got many people, that's why he stands out, because he's so unique. He does not follow his fashion. He's got his own style and everything like that. And yeah, it's 14 tracks all together. A great album put together. And this is a good masterpiece, a good debut album from M Huncho. And a good to see him. Can't wait to see more projects from him in the future. So yeah, that's Nate Smalls on. That's M Huncho on the list. Utopia. Next on the list is it's a self-titled album by AJ Tracy. Self-titled, the album's called AJ Tracy. So I'm gonna get more into this now. This is a great album, one of my favorite albums. It's definitely in my top 3 albums of 2019. But we ain't gonna expose everything. This is about UK best albums so far of 2019. So, but yeah, it's one of my favorite albums. Definitely one of my favorite albums. So this is the debut album from AJ Tracy. It's got 5 singles from the album. 5 massive singles from that, especially Elaborate Grove, the biggest hit of all of them, man. But yeah, if it's 5 singles, got 1 Butterfly, released 30th of May 2018, 2 Doing It, released 20th of November 2018, Psyched Out, released 17th of January 2019, got 4 Necklace, released 8th of March 2019, and finally Elaborate Grove, the massive masterpiece, one of the biggest hit, that's doing it on the charts, Elaborate Growth, released 4th of June 2019. Got features from the album, got Notes, you know, Jay Critch, those features from the album. So Notes is features on Butterfly. Jay Critch is featured on Nichols. Like, got a lot of producers that are on the album. A lot of producers. You know, you got Still Bangles. Again, he's one of the best UK producers in the game right now. Wallace Lane, Thanks Beats, Marley Raw, Kaza, Key Veron, Charlie Hanson. So many names but it's gonna go all along. It was a great album put together, man. This is a great album. There's 15 tracks all together from the album, and it's a very good song. Actually, my favorite, even though Elaborate Grove is one of my favorite songs, because it's bringing that garage theme back. Garage used to dominate in the late 90s, early 2000s, and it's bringing that garage theme back, you know, into the culture. So that's what I like about Elaborate Grove. You know, you Tracy want to skate to try something, or go back in time and make it, let people know that garage is still out there, you know. People still fuck with garage. So that's why he's smart to do this, because you got the older generation in the 30s and 40s who used to fuck with garage. Now they're fucking with him, who someone's in their 20s, and then you got the younger people now that, so this is what my dad used to listen to then, yeah. This is what my dad used to when I was younger. So now it brings everyone together from all age group as well. But obviously my favourite song from the album has got to be Jackpot, man. Jackpot, Doing It, that's one of my favourite songs. Those two and The Elaborate Grove, those are my favourite songs from the album. And Nothing But Net featuring Gigs as well. The Diggles are also featured on the album, so that's a great album altogether. So that's yeah. So AJ Tracy, self-titled album. That's it. So yeah, I think that's it for today, man. That's the best UK rap albums of 2019 so far. But I ain't gonna leave it in the suspense, because yes, there is gonna be a part 2, but that will come up in the next couple of weeks. But that was part 1 of the best UK rap albums of 2019 so far. So thank you for listening. Have a good day and peace. I'm out.